and gentlemen, I'm meadsy69 and welcome back to the channel. The German bulldog is for sale for quite cheap actually. You can buy it either for 8,500 gold or you can get it for 7,500 gold. Now you compare that to the Panther 8.8 which is for sale for 10,000 gold. That's pretty cheap. It's much better in every single way. It is an amazing tank, and it was actually my favorite premium tank for a very, very long time. It's a fun tank to play. It's the DPM is really good at 2,000, almost 2,500 with your standard AP. It does have heat as well, and it does have HE. Now, if you look at my loadout here, I carry more HE than I do AP. That's because it has over 100 millimeters of pen, and you can get that higher if you run the calibrated shells, which I probably would recommend. The HE is amazing, it really is, and it's just like the RU251, and people, even with the RU251, people don't realise just how good the HE pen is. I mean, I think it's standard at 102 millimeters, which is fantastic for a light tank pen. Now, if you can get top tier and you are up against juicy targets and you can fire nothing but HE, you can pump your damage per minute up to 3,400, which is insane. But it's a very difficult tank to play. It is a bulldog. It's got no armor. Literally, I think the most armor you have is 25 millimeters. So you've got no armor whatsoever. So people are going to HE you back. And if you get HE from someone with a big gun, you're going to soon know about it and you're just going to get wrecked. But the problem with me, because I carry so many HE shells, it means I don't carry a lot of AP. And you're going to see this round that I actually run out of AP and I'm left with shooting heat. It's not ideal. It's not ideal because your heat you're only doing 200 damage, where your HE you're doing up to 400, and your normal AP you're doing 240. So you're dropping big numbers for your DPM when you're shooting the heat. But it's still a fun tank. The speed is fantastic. It's maneuverable. It's again because it's got no armor. A lot of you know that I actually play tanks better that doesn't have much armor because it makes you think about what you're doing, and you can't just roll up and expect to do big things, big damage, and not get wrecked. So you have to actually think about things before you actually do it. And especially in this, if you come up against a ISU 152, a Borzik, Waffle, they're going to almost take all of your hit points with one shot, and people should be loading HE at you. If they don't, then if they're not shooting HE at you, then they're clearly not a good player. So this game we was very unlucky because we didn't really have the opportunity to fire much of the HE. We are bottom tier, and there is only 4 tanks left alive, but you can see we've only got 2 AP shells, and this is where we wish to have less HE and more AP. So we've got 2 AP shells now, and we have the T54. Now we can actually shoot HE at the side of this T54, but I didn't want to risk it. I mean, we've done okay so far. We're on 2.7k damage, so I didn't want to risk just doing sort of 10 damage shooting the HE. So we're left with shooting heat at this T54, which of course if you shoot heat at the side into the tracks, it's not going to do much damage. And again, we are just like that, we're going to bounce on the tracks. But our DPM has gone down, so we're only doing just over 200 damage in that shot there. But we are now up to 3,100 damage. We've done a pretty good job, but we are a one-shot, so we do have to be very, very careful. Now, the rate of fire is really good in this thing, and I love these light tanks. I really do love these light tanks where you can just farm some damage. You can use the HE to farm damage even more, and when you are top tier against those tier 7s, there is a lot of tanks that you can actually fire HE at. You can fire HE from behind heavy tanks, Tiger 2 from the rear, the turret of a Tiger 2, you can shoot these with HE, and you're going to pen and you're going to do sort of up to 400 damage. So it's fun when you're driving a tank with such good DPM, such good speed, and you're doing so much damage with your HE. That's why I do carry a lot of HE, and I'm probably, to be honest, after this, I'm probably going to change it a little bit and just use a bit more AP, because that game we did struggle a little bit, and we could have got a little bit more damage, but we still finished on 3.5k damage. We did get the ace as well. We still make some nice credits, 70,000 credits, considering we fired quite a lot of heat. That wasn't so bad. Next up, we are going to watch Vinny. Let me have a look. Vinny, or Venny, Vinny, Vidi, Venny. We're going to call him Venny. And again, I've got the Twister camo. I got the tank when it first came out. It was a tank that I was looking forward to for a while. I tested it, or I played it on the test server. I liked it. I enjoyed it. So as soon as it got released, I wanted to buy it. So I got it with the Twister camo. So Venny he's going to drive it very aggressively, and he's actually going on the right side instead of the left side. That's probably because there's only one light tank and one medium on his team. The enemy have two mediums and a light tank, so his team are actually sticking together. Now, because this is a light tank, of course you have that light tank camo, and you should be able to spot tanks really, really early on. And again, if you spot tanks, you get behind tanks, and you can use that HE, you really can pump out that damage. And you'll be surprised just how quick your damage goes up when you are shooting HE. You kind of forget you're shooting HE, you kind of forget that you're doing so much damage per shot, and it really does pump that damage up. I mean, 306 there goes the Emil, minute gone, and he is unable literally to do nothing. That's because the Bulldog just spotted him early, and his team were there to take control, and that's a big gun out of the game. Now, he's now going to come up against the Carnarvon, and you can see he is also loading HE, but you have to be prepared for these fail shots. I mean, 16 HE shot is not what you want, but he went for it. At least he went for it, but unfortunately, just that time did not pay off. But the Carnarvon is now down to a one shot, and he can just poke out to clear him. Now, you have to be careful of tanks like that T49, because he can almost, with the HP that Venny's got left, he can one shot. And now just look at that. That is the side of an AMX. And yes, French tanks are not the strongest of tanks, but that is easy pen at the side of these tanks. And you'll be surprised just what kind of tanks. I mean, you can get behind IS tanks, known to have a lot of armor, and you can just destroy him with this HE, just like he's done with the T49. He got lucky that the T49 missed, and now he's up to 3 kills, 2.5k damage, and he's going to come at the side of an IS, which is what I said. And I mean, look at that. You can easily pen that turret. 285, not the highest of rolls. I mean, the average roll in your AP is 240. So, and there's a 300 roll with the AP. So you're not going to always get high rolls in the thing with the HE, but if you can, I mean, you can do upwards of 400 damage in the thing. So if you can fire HE, then it's definitely worth the risk. I mean, your reload's not that bad. Your reload's not bad at all. What is it? 5.4 seconds with adrenaline. So you're saving a second per shot when you're using the adrenaline. So now he's on he's gone 4 kills, just one tank left alive, 3.5k damage. And again, he could fire HE at the rear of this mod 1, but he chooses not to, and he's going to get the HE on the side. And that's just how good this the HE pen is. 102 millimeters of standard HE pen is really good. So well played, Venny. Just over 4k damage. He gets the 5 kills, and of course he gets the ace, and 114,000 credits earned. So my opinion, it's definitely worth buying, and that is actually quite a cheap price for a very good tank. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. I'm meadsy69, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye bye.
with